There are 5 really big mistakes that people make in their interviews. I call them the Big Daddy interview mistakes. Folks, my name is Ryan. I am one of the 2 co-founders at Interview Kickstart. We've trained over 20,000 working professionals, many thousands of whom are at the top tech companies. There are 5 really big mistakes that people make in their interviews. I call them the Big Daddy interview mistakes. The first is a flawed belief that all you need to do is cram and jam and slam LeetCode. The reality is there are several thousands of interview questions out there, and one never knows what questions are going to arise when you go into that interview. The reality is you need to build an innate understanding of what we call the power patterns. Think of these as mental models available to you to solve a variety of questions. One power pattern can help you solve several hundreds of interview questions. That is really how we teach at Interview Kickstart, and that is what has made us so successful. The second Big Daddy mistake is that people think that all they need to do is solve interview questions. The reality is learning questions is one thing, but delivering that solution in a pressure cooker environment of an interview where you often have to solve 2 very hard questions in an hour is a whole different ballgame. And so if you want to ace your interview, you need to practice with the pros in interview-like simulated interviews, which is what we call mock interviews. So make sure you practice these interviews with professionals who can give you very detailed feedback. Ideally, you want to do mock interviews with hiring managers so that you can get real feedback and help improve. The third Big Daddy mistake is a relatively new one, and that is going into interviews without preparing or building some sort of AI skills. We are clearly in an AI-led era today, and so almost every interview out there lends themselves to AI questions. If you look at job descriptions that are popping up on LinkedIn, you're seeing a far more preponderance of AI preferred in all of these JDs. And so there is a fairly good chance that when you show up for your interview, you may get an AI question in and around your role. And so building AI skills will not only help you get better prepared, but often helps you get much better compensation. We often tend to make Big Daddy mistake number 4, which is ignoring behavioral or soft skills. The interview is a manifold process. It's not just about building deep skills, being able to solve questions fast, practicing in mock interviews. It's also about all the wrappers that go around that, enhancing your LinkedIn, building a compelling resume, making sure you answer all the soft skills questions that are asked, learning how to negotiate offers once you get them. All of those skills form what one calls soft skills. Historically, we have seen that 50% of people who kind of ace technical interviews don't get through because they've not mastered soft skills. But I have saved the really Big Daddy mistake. I call this the biggest daddy mistake in interviews, and that is people going this alone. Self-prep versus structured prep. Let's step back for a second and think about what an interview really is. An interview is really a conversation between 2 people where one person is desperately waiting there to cut you a check that often can go up to $1 million. That is what an offer is. The acceptance rate at these companies is sub 3%. And so 97 out of 100 people who apply fail at one of the 6 or 7 stages in the interview process. So you need to make sure that you are better prepared than those 97. And the way you do that is by structured prep. And the reason that is very important is that if you are a working engineer, if you are somebody who has a day job, then the truth is, because of how difficult it is to prepare for these interviews, the gravitational pull of your day job is so strong that you will often get sucked back into your day job. The reality is, what you need is some sort of escape velocity, some sort of push that helps you get out of that gravitational pull of your day job and get you turbocharged into the orbit of the new job that you want to get to. That is the benefit of structured prep. So there you have it, folks. the big 5 daddy mistakes at interviews. Optimizing for LeetCode versus thinking about power patterns. Thinking only about solving problems versus preparing for mock interviews. Not incorporating AI in your interview prep. Ignoring soft skills and trying to go this alone. If you want to learn more about interviews, how to ace them and how to prepare for them, join us for one of our masterclasses or our webinars. Links in the comment section.